All right, I'm here in the stands with the legend, the man himself, Jerome Williams, and we are here watching some pretty awesome AUS basketball action. So you're a friend of the show. You met our correspondent, Jeremy Reynolds, and we're so glad to have you back on the show.
Well, I'm glad to be here. You know, obviously this is a fun event. NBA All-Star, challenge presented by Bell is just a great event, and we're just happy that we can come out and just participate and not only watching these young guys go at it, but also just be here in the community of Charlottetown.
Now, I want to get to know you a little bit better, so we'll start from the very beginning. How come you decided to play basketball? What's your basketball story?
Well, you know what? My parents put the ball in my hands at 1 year old, and I wouldn't let it go.
Wow.
And I always said they said I just run around with the ball. And, I just had a love for basketball. I just loved it. My dad loved to play. And that was part of our time to really, bond and spend time together. So it naturally became, a passion for myself, but not only me, my brother as well.
Okay, so then moving forward, you played for a lot of different NBA teams. Which one would you say stood out as your most favorite? And I know that's a hard question to answer.
Well, I played for some great cities: Chicago, New York, Detroit, Toronto. But the one thing is, about everybody's career, you have your defining moments. And my defining moments took place in the city of Toronto. With the Raptors, we had an exciting team. We were Canada's team. So a lot of history got started with our team in Toronto, because in the NBA first introduced two teams in Canada. It was Vancouver Grizzlies and the Raptors. So when I arrived on the scene in Toronto, Vancouver had already moved down to Memphis, and Toronto became the team. So my team that I really looked at as my career-changing moments with Coach Lenny Wilkins and the Toronto Raptors organization. Had a lot of fun and excitement with that team. Made it to the farthest I'd ever been in the playoffs, and I was a starter. So that all that coming together just gives me fond memories. I had fond memories in Detroit, Chicago, and New York as well, but one team that sticks out, Toronto.
Well, we're happy to hear that. Canada's his favorite choice. Everyone listen to that one. And now, you are known as Junkyard Dog, JYD. How did you get that nickname?
Well, it started with the fans. I mean, the fans are the ones who really got behind me and the Dog Pound. My teammates really gave me the nickname from me coming off the bench. And they said I was chained to the bench. They're like, Raeesa, you're chained to the bench, right? And they, so when the coach would put me in the games, I was like, I just got let out of the cage. I was out there hustling and scrapping and really just giving it my all. And the fans got behind me. So they started barking, and then the Dog Pound kind of came together. And, we had this fun relationship, where, they barked for me and I played hard for them.
So which was the best Dog Pound on the road?
Wow, on the road.
Because, at home it's usually always, you've got all your fans there, but on the road, where did you kind of get the most support?
I probably had a lot of support in Washington, D.C. Cool. Having played at Georgetown University, grew up there, Washington was probably my biggest Dog Pound. Like, people were like, man, there's a lot of people here barking. Yeah, college had something to do with that.
Oh,
so
for sure.
I'd probably say Washington.
Okay, that sounds good. Now, obviously, you're such a big person about community. You got 3 community awards with the NBA. So let's talk kind of why do you want to be so involved? Like, what is your motivation behind being involved in basketball?
Well, you don't make it too far without community. The NBA wouldn't be as great as it is today without community. People want to come out and see games and see players, and we get so much support. Not to mention our paychecks. And I was a big believer in, without the people, you wouldn't have this paycheck. So I was doing anything I could to, help out in ways that were meaningful, ways that would really reach out to kids and benefit them. So we started our programs, myself and my brother Johnny, in the city of Detroit. And we just made it a point to do them in every city that I played in. And it's still going on to this day. I look forward to those programs, look forward to doing them, all over the country and abroad. And it's just a blessing to be able to help people and help kids out and give them that hope, that that encouragement that they can do anything that they put their minds to. Because I was a kid once too, and I remember those days just hanging on to anything that anybody had to say that was positive to me. So I try to make sure I give that same gift to other people and other kids.
And you know, there's so much proof in that. Just watching this first game, you know, you're watching two university teams here, and I saw the first point go up, and your face, you were excited. Like, you can see the passion from you and for the game. So let's talk about Basketball Without Borders. How have you gotten involved with them?
You know, Basketball Without Borders is just a tremendous NBA program that travels the globe. I first started with Basketball Without Borders, it was back in 2002, and they took me to Africa. My former teammate, college alumni, Dikembe Mutombo, was doing great things in Africa and still does to this day. And Basketball Without Borders invited me there to really witness all the positive community efforts that they put behind these programs and this program. And then I went on to go to China, Asia, Shanghai, South America, and it's been a tremendous blessing and honor to travel the globe alongside the NBA to really reach out to some of these countries and show them what NBA players are all about. You know, really just letting the kids know that they can reach their dreams. It's a global game, it's a global sport, and you have a lot of fans out there in other countries who adore us and cheer for us, and it's fun to be able to go out and interact with them and participate and teach them about the game of basketball, how to reach their dreams, and to be a part of that program was just a tremendous honor.
So which country do you think that you've seen kind of that isn't a very big basketball place, but it's kind of starting to pick up? Is there any country that stood out to you?
Well, you know, China's been a huge emerging market for not only the NBA, but basketball in general. They have over 1 billion people there. And I mean, the numbers don't lie. When you have that many people, and especially with the sport growing the way it is, they started off as basketball fans. They have a league in the CBA that's really gaining momentum. You have players from the United States actually going over there participating to play. I look at one of the guys from my draft, 1996, Stephon Marbury. He's won 3 out of 4 of the last championships over there. He's huge. He's an icon now in Beijing, and he brings the excitement. He was in my draft. I played against him in college. And he was my teammate in New York. So I know that China is big on basketball, and Asia in general. You know, you have the Philippines. You got a lot of huge basketball fans in that market, and of course you still have Europe, and you also have places like Africa and India that are also, you know, becoming huge basketball fans as well.
All right, and one last question for you. Tell me a little bit about the JYD project that you have.
Well, the JYD project, you know, started way back when in Detroit, doing programs. I remember my first community service award with Fannie Mae, doing financial literacy with NBA, and you know, it grew into doing programs for not only city of Toronto, but also New York and Chicago. And when I retired, I continued the program and began doing things, you know, not only in schools, but all over the world. And it's been a tremendous honor to be able to work with a board of directors that are really committed to the community, committed to reaching out and using the game of basketball to incorporate a lot of that. You know, we have a Read 60 program that we're going to be doing. We launched this year, but also we'll be doing a game at All-Star Weekend, a celebrity game at the schools, teachers versus celebrities. So that's going to be a lot of fun, and you know, it all benefits Read 60 and getting books in the hands of students from age 5 to 18.
Well, it is such an honor being in your presence right now, getting to talk to you, learning so much about you. But we have an AUS basketball game to watch here, so Ray and JYD out.